everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Everything Technology series. My name is Aaron Griffith. Let's get started. A hacker by the alias of Crash, his real name is Dimitro, recently discovered a vulnerability with Lenovo laptops. This vulnerability allows him, or any hacker with the knowledge, to disable the flash write protection and infect platform firmware. It also allows you to then disable the secure boot and bypass the virtual secure mode on any Windows 10 enterprise laptops. That's a pretty big deal because, who knows how long this vulnerability has been out there, but what we do know is that someone did respond to his findings claiming that a HP Pavilion computer back in 2010 also had this vulnerability. Now, if you look at my show notes, you can find the source of this article as well as Dimitro's blog and his GitHub account, which gives you step-by-step instructions on discovering this vulnerability for your own personal laptop as well. Lenovo did actually respond to it. They weren't happy. I guess they did try reaching out to Dimitro. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. Lenovo made the claim. I don't think Dimitro has responded to that. But definitely look for an update if you are a user of Lenovo laptops. Another thing also to make note of is that this is stemming from Lenovo's vendors. So vendors such as Intel, for example, are also involved in working on this fix. And they also very well may be the culprit. And then one final thing to mention is that this may or may not be a vulnerability in itself. It actually may be a backdoor. So kudos to Dimitro for discovering this find and making it known to everyone. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and looking at your GitHub account, you have some quality work there, so mad props to you, my friend. Okay, next up on the list, Windows operating system. If you currently use Windows 7 and Windows 8, you may have noticed by now that you are constantly getting nagged to update to Windows 10. For those of you who are currently getting nagged and refuse to upgrade, there is a tool out there currently that I recommend, and that's called Never 10. Never 10 is it's a program written by the security researcher Steve Gibson, and it just prevents that pop-up from happening and prevents Microsoft from forcing you to update to Windows 10. Another thing, though, you may notice, and this is unclaimed, that I only read about this recently, that Microsoft is going to start pushing updates, pushing those, the nag out to upgrade to Windows 10 in full screen. So just be aware of that. If anyone out there currently sees that, please respond, please comment to me, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter, and let me know if you're currently seeing that. The third topic I want to talk about today is Pokemon Go. Some news sites have been reporting that Pokemon Go will be released on July 11th. However, if it is not released on July 11th, others have anticipated a release date between July 20th and July 25th, which falls in line with the San Diego Comic-Con. What makes Pokemon Go unique is it's the first of its kind to adopt augmented reality, which ultimately allows you to use your cell phone in real life and play the Pokemon game and capture Pokemon in, real world situations. The Pokemon company worked with Niantic to make this happen, and Niantic is known for their first game based off augmented reality called Ingress. So it'll be very cool to see what these two come up with and to see if this game progressed any further than the earlier gameplay videos I've seen. I've linked the first trailer and some earlier gameplay videos below in the show notes, so please sure to click that link and check it out. And it'll be cool to see how far this game has come along since its initial announcement. And then the final thing to mention is Linux. I am an avid user with Linux. I absolutely love the operating system. I cannot actually stand Microsoft. So going forward, I very rarely will mention anything Microsoft unless they're doing something pretty neat, pretty innovative, then I will definitely mention that. Or unless you guys maybe want to hear some more topics on Microsoft. However, Linux tomorrow, and tomorrow's episode 3, I will cover the basics of the Linux operating system, such as adding a user, copying files, creating directories, how to navigate through the operating system itself. I estimate it'll be about roughly 10 minutes long. And for those of you who are interested in learning Linux, I highly recommend you check out tomorrow's episode. Now, what makes Linux so much better than Microsoft? Well, for starters, a lot of the major websites today, such as Facebook, Uber, Twitter, and Instagram, are all powered by Linux operating system. Same for Netflix, for example. Netflix uses Linux on Amazon backend. So as this series progresses forward, I will definitely be mentioning Linux a lot more and a lot of the technologies and websites such as Facebook and Instagram and how they incorporate Linux into their company. So that's what you can expect for tomorrow's episode. And that's it. So that's it for today's episode. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to me at AJG9K on Twitter or hit me up in the YouTube comments below. Thanks, guys. Bye.